The MAAC's very honored to be able to bring Lionel Simmons and Coach Speedy Morris into our Basketball Hall of Fame exhibit. Both Lionel and Speedy were important elements of the MAAC's early history, and as we celebrate our 35th anniversary as a league, we thought it was very important that they be recognized for their contributions in the late 1980s and early 1990s as one of the top programs in the country. Coach Morris was important to me individually because as a young commissioner, he was a perfect coach to work with. Never complained, won most of his games, and his aim was to produce a great product every year and make sure his players graduated. Lionel Simmons, a consensus All-American 2 years. In 1990, the Wooden AP and all the other key indicators of MVP status in the country was an important element in bringing the MAAC brand to the forefront as we were establishing ourselves as an important mid-major conference. I was so pleased in 1990 when we were in Denver at the Final Four to have the opportunity to see Lionel win all those MVP awards. It's never happened again in the MAAC, and I don't think there are many mid-majors that can point to that consensus All-American status.
Well, my years at Salle were awesome. I just have so many great memories, and if it wasn't for getting the opportunity to coach at Salle, I would have never been nearly as successful as I was. It's a great school. We had many enjoyable wins in MAAC. I just enjoyed it immensely. I don't know where I would be today if it wasn't for Salle University. My first year, we went to the finals of the NIT in Madison Square Garden, 13,000 people for both nights. It was great. And we won 3 straight MAAC championships, went to the NCAA tournament. Just a lot of great memories, a lot of wins, very successful. Again, we had great players. We had 4 guys playing the NBA from the MAAC.
Well, I always wanted to play locally. Watching the Big Five as a kid growing up, I always wanted to be involved with that. I grew a little bit and was able to be offered scholarships from the local schools. Just something I've always wanted to be a part of. I like the streamers. I like throwing down the streamers after the first basket, the fans running. It was just, something I always wanted to stay home and be local.
I can remember when we had our meeting at Southern High School with his mom and a coach from Southern and myself, Fran Duffy, and Joe Mahalik. I'm telling Lionel that, I said, Lionel, we're not going to promise you anything. I'm not going to promise you're going to start, etc. I'm getting kicked underneath the chair by Dumphy. Afterwards, we're leaving, I'm driving him home, and they're not talking to me. So I said, what? He said, you dope. He's the best player we have now. Nobody in the program better than him. You're telling me he's going to have to work hard to get us. I said, hey, that's the way I feel.
He is a teacher, and I really didn't realize it until I got to the pros. And a lot of the things that we were doing, I had already known. So I was really ahead of the game. And I was very fortunate to play for him. It gets a little crazy on the sideline at times, but as a teacher, as a motivator, as a X's and O's guy, he's head and shoulders above the rest. Coming in the Salle, I was coming from winning the championship, going to the championship 2 years in a row in high school. I wanted to win. I didn't know what their history was. I didn't know when the last time they won the MAAC. I just know we wanted to win every game. I can't remember who we lost to my freshman year, but we didn't make the tournament. And after that, it was just a matter of, we got to win this tournament, we got to win this tournament. We just wanted to establish it. I felt like it was all New York teams, and they were like the outside. We were this Philly team, and we're going to go to New York, and then we're going to kill them. And New York was the Mecca, and they got the players, and we were built up like to go up there and to play, and we were ready. And each game, it was a war because we didn't know. I didn't know. We just knew we were going to New York, and New York got all the players, and it was competitive, it was fun, and we won a lot of games. That's all I'll say. We won a lot of games.
Well, to be honest, I didn't want to coach the women. I turned the job down twice, and they told me they offered me tuition remission. I finally took the job, and it was the best thing I did because if it wasn't for the women, I wouldn't get the men's job. We had 2 great years. Went to the NCAA tournament for the first time in Sal's history. Won a MAAC championship, and got the men's job. So if it wasn't for women's basketball, I wouldn't be coaching today probably.
We were a close knit. The guys hung a lot. The guys, we did a lot together, and we talked a lot, and always hung out together, and we liked each other. To be a good team and to be a good team for that long, you have to have like a camaraderie and a bonding that goes on throughout the course of the season. Because there's ups and downs, but we stuck together, and we had some, couple patches where we had some tough games, but we just always stuck together and always believed in each other, and felt that if we played as hard as we could, we had a chance to win, and we've always based our performance on that.
Well, obviously you have to have good players who buy into your program. And we've had that. We had Lionel Simmons, who was a catalyst of those three, became a National Player of the Year from the MAAC and scored over 3,000 points. He was awesome. But that team, the last team, we had 30-2. They shot 50% as a team. We have 5 guys average double figures. So we had, we had Randy Woods, Doug Overton, Jack Hurd, Milko Levers, and of course Lionel Simmons. And you can't be successful without great players. And I was very blessed to have. We went 3 straight years in MAAC without losing an away game.
Again, that was another great, I thought, great leadership moment for Speedy. He was a good friend of a lot of the guys on the team, and we were distraught. We found out during the game, I think right before halftime during the game, Coach asked us if we wanted to play because, we were distraught. We were in a bad place at that time, and he huddled us up and said, with Hank, we wanted it, and you guys don't have to play. We can go out and just go home. We rallied up and we said we're going to play because Hank was that kind of warrior. And we got out and we ended up coming out that second half and winning the game and going, back to the tournament again. But it was like a trying time. Somewhat immortal person and just phenomenal athlete, could just pass. It was like a surreal moment for us, and it put life in perspective. And we carried on to win, but we wore heavy hearts throughout the rest of that tournament. It's, something you never think you're going to win. There's so many great players. My freshman year, I played with a lot of really good players in a junior Olympic team, and it was just, great players throughout the country. And to be singled out, it was definitely one of my proudest moments. I cherish it. I got my trophies. I mean, it was a big deal. I mean, it's really a big deal to see the list of players that have won it, and to come out of a relatively small school in my hometown to win a College Player of the Year was a big deal.
I don't know how much success I had in Lionel's success, but I know that I could holler at him. He would just play. He was a great player. Never took a possession off. When you get a player that never takes a play off, that's a great player. And he was so good. And again, he shot over 50% for a career, 3,000 point career. Shot over 50%. So if he missed a shot, he's going to make the next one. And it was just so pleasurable having a kid like that. And he bought into the program, and the other guys, he was a leader. And again, we had just a great team, and he was a catalyst of that team.
I want to thank Speedy and Lionel for coming tonight, and I want to congratulate them on their tremendous careers, both as coaches and as players. Lionel went on to play for the Sacramento Kings, and today we honor him for his service to the MAAC. Speedy remains coaching today in high school, and it's just an indicator of his love of the game that he continues to have such great success. And we thank them for being here tonight.